Hello dear students, welcome back to the science class. Dear students, in this video class we are going to do the revision of the third lesson, that is states of matter. You learnt already about this chapter. Just the important points I am going to highlight in this chapter, the definitions and the examples, that all I will tell in short here. Just you go through it. There are three states of matter. Yes, one is a solid state, one is a liquid state and one is a gaseous state. Then what is matter? Matter is nothing but anything that occupies space and has a mass is called a matter. Yes, in our surrounding all the things are matter. It may be the chalk, duster, benches, table, window, door. These all are matter. These all are having some mass. Mass is nothing but weight, and when it occupies some space here. Okay. In the same way, we are having three states of matter. One is a solid state, one is a liquid state and gaseous state. Then how the solids will be? They are hard, rigid and have a definite shape and a size here. In solids, the molecules are tightly closed and arranged. The molecules how will be? They will be tightly closed and are closely arranged here, and the force of attraction between the particles are very strong in a solid state. You can observe here the molecules are very closely and tightly attached, and the force of attraction between the molecules are very strong here. Next, liquid. A liquid has a definite volume but no definite shape. As the liquid will occupy the shape of the container here, so it is not having a shape but it is having a volume here. They do not have a definite shape and size, but it has a definite volume. There is no shape and size for a liquid, but it is having a volume. And the force of attraction between the molecules is weaker than solids. If you compare to the solid, it is little bit weak. In liquids, the molecules are loosely packed. The molecules present in a liquids are little bit loosely packed here, and the liquids will always flow easily. It is having a flowing nature. A gas has no definite shape or volume. It is not even having a volume and even no shape here. The force of attraction between the molecules are very weak here. Whatever the force of attraction between the molecules are very weak here. Okay, next we will see about the, one second. See, you can observe the molecules are far from each other here, and they are very loosely packed here. Okay. Next we will see about the some types of changes here. Okay. Okay, reversible change. What is a reversible change? Yes, reversible change is nothing but the change which can reverse back to the original stage here. But the changes which cannot be reversed back to the initial stage are called irreversible. Which will reverse back to the initial stage are called reversible. Changes which can be reversed back to the initial stage are called reversible. The reversible that has not come here, just I am telling here, revise it. Okay. Changes which cannot be reversed back to the initial stage are called irreversible change here. Some examples of reversible change. One second, wait. A reversible example, these are freezing of water to ice. Water will become ice, again ice will melt and it will become water, again water to ice, nothing but reversible. It will return back to the initial original stage here. Melting of chocolate, melting of wax, these all are example for reversible change. Changes which cannot be reversed back to the initial stage are called irreversible change. Some examples of irreversible change: cooking of food. Once the food is cooked, again it will not return back to the original stage. Ripening of fruits, blooming of flowers. Once the flower has bloomed, again it will not return to the bud stage here. Correct? These all are irreversible changes. Again, one more type of change is there here, physical change. The change in which no new substance is formed, and the substance only undergoes a change in its shape, size, appearance is called a physical change. In the physical change, what will happen here? There is no new substance will form, and it will undergo only the change of the shape, size and the appearance of that object will change here. For example, cutting of wood. Wood is there. If you cut the wood, it will become small pieces. We are not getting any new substance here. So there is no new substance is formed, and only the shape of the wood is changed, size is changed, and the appearance of that wood is changed here. Tearing of paper, freezing of ice, these all are example for physical change. Next is a chemical change. The change in which new substances are formed are called a chemical change. Yes, when you burn the paper, we are getting one new substance, that is ash we are getting. Combustion, corrosion, cooking of food, these all are example for chemical change. Then what is the combustion? Combustion is nothing but burning of a substance in a air. Okay, the burning of substance in a air is called a combustion. When a substance burns, it forms a smoke, gas and ash. Then when you burn any substance, what you can observe? You can observe the smoke is going, and when you can observe the gas, and even you will get a ash here, the black color powder, that is the ash. These substances are different from original substances. Yes, these are different from original substance. So combustion is one of the chemical change it is. Next we will see about a solute, solvent and solution. Then these definitions you have to remember, very important. Then what is a solute here? The substance which is added to a liquid, that is a solute here. Solvent is the liquid to which substances are added. Then it forms a solution. The homogeneous mixture of two or more substances called a solution. Okay, next about the chemical change here, one is corrosion also is there. When iron is exposed to humid air, it rusts and a red layer can be seen on it. This is called a corrosion. See, when you are going to expose the iron in a humid air, or it will rust and one red color layer will form, that is a corrosion we are telling. As these substances are different from original substance, yes, iron was there, then it rusted, then it is one of the chemical change we can tell. Again about the miscible and immiscible liquids, you all know very well. Miscible liquids are nothing but which will mix with each other. When two liquids mix with each other completely, they are said to be miscible liquids. Example, milk and water, these are miscible liquids. Okay, immiscible liquids, when two liquids do not mix with each other, they are said to be immiscible liquids. For example, oil and water. Okay, next we will see about the electrical conductivity. Substance whose molecules can carry electricity are called good conductors of electricity. Any substance which will carry the electricity are called good conductors of electricity. For example, aluminium and copper. Electrical wires are made of aluminium and copper because they carry electricity. Aluminium and copper are having a power to carry the electricity. So, we are using aluminium and copper for the purpose of electricity. Molecules of some substance and that cannot carry electricity through them are called bad conductors of electricity. For example, and wood and rubber, it will not conduct the electricity. Okay. Next we will see about the magnetism. The substance which are strongly attracted by magnets are called magnetic substances. Okay, which will attract the magnets here. Iron substance, cobalt and nickel, these will attract a magnet. For that we are calling magnetic substances. Then the substance which are not attracted by magnets are called non-magnetic substances. For example, wood, glass, plastic and rubber will not attract magnet. Okay, one more is a thermal conductivity also is there in your book, correct? Molecules of some substance and they carry heat easily. The substance which will carry the heat easily are called good conductors of heat, and the substance which will not carry the heat is called bad conductors of heat. Which will conduct the heat then? Copper, gold and iron. These will carry the heat. Next, plastic, wood and rubber will not carry the heat here. Dear student, these all are some of the highlight points of the states of matter. So what you have to do is, you have to read the lesson completely, and in a rough book you have to practice the evaluate part. In that objective type questions is there in the page number 211. You have to read and write one time in your rough book. There state true or false is there, name the following is there, and write P for physical change and C for chemical change. Short answers are there. These all you have to read and write in your rough book one time. Okay. In the next video class again I will do the next lesson revision. Until that you have to be perfect with these chapters. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.